First and foremost, good morning, Hector. Good to see your beautiful smiling face as always. We see some people on the screen that I haven't seen in a minute. So welcome back to everybody that is here all the time. And thank you for the people that are coming back. Maybe it's been a couple of weeks, but nonetheless, good to see you guys coming to you full of gratitude, full of excitement, and full of, I wouldn't call it nervousness. And I don't know really how to encapsulate this, but this weekend I was asked to be an officiant of one of the biggest weddings I've probably will ever attend. It is the one and only Glam Agent. I don't know if you guys follow Christina Darrow, but she asked me to officiate her wedding. So if you know Christina Darrow, you know how she rolls, you know how glamorous she is, hence being the Glam Agent. That's tomorrow. And so I am I'm putting that all together and cramming and writing, so on and so forth. So nonetheless, super excited about the weekend, super excited to be here with you guys. So let's go ahead and go full tilt. Every time you hear, Hector, I do this to you, and I'm going to do it to you again, bro. I'm going to have you bring us out on the field on this amazing, amazing Friday morning. Share with us some sentiment. What's going on? If you were to lead the troop into battle today, what would that sound like? What would that feel like? And what's the sentiment that you feel like you want to share with everybody? No pressure at all. Let's turn the mic over to you, big dog.
Thanks. Always happy to be back. Great to see you guys. Happy Friday. So, as you all know, we're in the real estate business and we are here to help those with their financial goals and becoming homeowners or whatever it is, investing in real estate. You know, at the end of the day, yesterday I had a realization that I was helping a client over a year and a half, and we had been looking for things. They wanted to stay in Oakland, and even though Oakland's taxes are very high, and I was trying to get them to come to Cocoa County because that's where they can afford. And I was trying to do the let me guide you to where you should be. You know, I took a step back and was like, maybe they really do need to stay in Oakland for X reason. So we continued to look. We found them a place, and this escrow was amazing. But you know, there's going to be troubles that we always have in every single escrow. Some are going to be smooth, most are going to be bumpy because we're learning or whatever the case is going to show up, and then we figure it out. We figure it out for our clients. We're not figuring it out for ourselves. So one thing I want to stress, I guess, if you're coming in new that you're in the business or you've been doing real estate for a long time and there's all this chaotic change, at the end of the day, just think about our clients and how we're helping them get to where they really want to be in life and how that's they're happy. And it resonated yesterday when I was doing the final walkthrough with them. Like, even though this house looks crazy, the windows are broken, you know, they have the resources to fix it. This is their happy. And then I started to like be calm, even though the escrow was chaotic. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to live in the moment, in their moment. This is what they call happy because they're going to make this what they want that to be for them. And I started to just be like, you know what? I'm just going to let all of this go. It is what it is. We can only control what we can control at the end of the day. So let's just flow with what our clients wants. And maybe that will make it calmer for us in a sense of the chaos because we can't control it. So do what you can, only with what you can, and do the best that you can.
Man, Hector, you know, obviously these things are unplanned, untimed. And I love this because I don't care if it's a $2 million property or if it's a mobile home. That's their home, right? That's their home. People have sold mobile homes that were $85,000. And to them, that was like their beginning. That was their opportunity to build wealth. That was the opportunity to have something that they call their own, and that's home for them. So I love that. Someone told me this a couple years ago, and I think it was really, really profound, and it reminded me of this message and the sentiment. Remove the you in all things that you do for your consumers. Remove the you. Remove the you when you're creating content. Remove the you when you're helping them find their home, when you're figuring out the strategy, when you're figuring out the formula. Remove the you. Because when you remove the you, that means that you're no longer operating in your egoistic mind. When you operate in your egoistic mind, you're trying to do things that serve you, that feel happy, that make you feel good. And when we ask everybody, why are you in this business? Oh, it's to serve people. It's to help people. Well, then just do that. By removing yourself and your own ego, it allows you to get out of the way and allows them to come closer with the things that are really motivating them to move forward. And if it is a trap house that they're going to flip and make into their dream home, then so be it, right? If that's valuable to them, let me not allow stand in your way because I have my opinions and I have my ego that is in the way. So no matter what we're doing, and I'm sure you guys have recognized this, realized this, or had an epiphany of this sometime in your life. When you remove the you, things get so much better. And we did this as a company. The moment we thought about building this out, It was how do we remove our identity and lead with the image of all of these agents and all of the characters that you guys are. So what happens is when this company was built, it was built on the intrinsic qualities of you guys as individuals. So why does the industry look at us as so different? When you look on the screen, it's represented by a Ryan Fong, by a Carlos Sandoval, by a Richard Johnson, by a JJ, by a Jordan Reed, by a Annie Mai. That's how this company is represented. So we removed our identity, allow you guys to be the face of the company, and that's an example of how you just remove the you and allow everyone else to speak and move forward. So Hector, I really connect with this and I really appreciate you being on. So you guys, let's go right in. I need some interaction on this today. And I'm going to turn the mic over in just a little bit, talk about action, right? Over the next couple of weeks, I'll give you a heads up. Over the next couple months, I am going to be drilling clarity into you. I'm going to be drilling your guys' plans, your thoughts, your preparation, how you're getting ready for the new year. What are you going to do? How are you going to finish the year strong? How are you going to have a banger 2024? That's going to be the sentiment over the next couple months. So if you're not with that conversation, you don't want to be about it, you don't want to plan, you don't want to execute, then these calls will not be for you. Now, mind you, I'm not going to always talk about that, but you're going to hear a lot of that, you guys, because it is my goal in 2024 to help each and every one of you have the best year that you've ever had. And if you guys need more time with me, if you need one-on-one, if you need smaller focus groups, then you need to reach out to me because I don't know how to help you and I don't know how to serve you if you guys don't come to me. So we're going to talk a lot about clarity because if I can get you guys clear on the path of where you're going, then all things will become a little bit more easy. I'm not going to say it's going to be super easy, but it will get easier when you have absolute clarity on where you're going. So before we get rolling, I want to help you guys with a couple things. By a show of hands or by an emoji on the screen, if you're on your phone, it will be down below in reactions. And if you're on your computer, you know where that is, it's down below. By a show of hands or reactions with the emojis, how many of you currently have ChatGPT app on your phone? Oh, wait a second. All right, so 4 or 5 hands raised. I see some people. All right, cool. If you do not have chat, all right, so 9, love this participation in high level, first and foremost. If you don't have ChatGPT on your phone right now, part of an extension of your phone, something that you tap into every single day, what I want you to do is I just want you to pause, take a moment, download that app onto your phone. I'm not telling you to buy anything. If you want to do the 4.0, do the 4.0. I use the 4.0. So you have to teach it, train it, and tell it exactly how you want it to serve you. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to give you guys a couple examples to help get you guys prepared, get your thoughts in focus, but you have to have this app. And if you don't have it, then come back and watch it. But if you're on the computer right now, I would just open up another screen and let me walk you through this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share a couple prompts with you guys that I have already written out for you guys. So first and foremost, this one's going to help you get some ideas on how you're going to build over the next couple months. And I'll just copy both of these and I'll put them in the chat so you guys don't have to worry about taking a screenshot of this. So in a minute, I'm going to ask you to write some copy for my business. This will include blog content, Instagram posts, sales emails. Before we begin, I want you to fully understand my business and consumers. Ask me at least 20 questions about my business, consumers, audience, and anything else you need in order to complete the task to the best of your ability. So what are you doing? You're going to get these questions that they're going to spit out. And now what you're going to do is you're going to answer those and tell ChatGPT what your business is like. Who is your audience? How do you know who your audience is? Look at some of your analytics on Instagram, right? Who's opening your posts? Is it male? Is it female? What is the demographic of age? Is it 20 to 30? Just look at that and tell ChatGPT what your audience is. Who opens your mail? How many people get your mail every single month or every single week from your newsletter, so on and so forth. And so what you'll start to see, you guys, sorry, let me go back in there. It just kicked me out. All right, so let me go back in here really quick. All right, so what you'll see is that you'll see, all right, cool. This is a good one. And I'm gonna just share this with you. And content and understanding my business. All right, so now it allows you to really go far into this. So in a minute, I'm going to ask you to write some copies. So that same thing. So what's your primary product? Who is your target audience in terms of demographic, age, gender, location, etc.? What problems do your products slash service solve for consumers? The reason why this exercise is super important is it allows you to have some clarity when you answer this. If you don't know right now what you as a real estate professional offer in regards to solving a solution, fixing a problem, helping consumers, if you're not able to identify that, write that down, articulate that, then you have a challenge already because you're not able to clearly state what you actually do and how you're helping consumers fix problems. So what this will allow you to do is it will allow you to really figure out what are some things that I need to work on in my business. I love this, for example. What tone or voice does your brand use? Are you the fun-spirited? Are you the empathetic person? Are you an empath? Are you the person that speaks with authority that, hey, I need you to do this right now? No, wait, stop, Hector. Stop doing what you're doing. Stop scrolling and do this right now. Are you a person that has direct focus on what consumers should do? Are you very clear, concise? Are you an amiable person that talks in a lower tone? Are you an authoritative person? Are you a D personality that is just driver? So on and so forth. So I'm just giving you guys examples. So what I want you to do is, obviously you're not going to be able to do this on this call, but write these things out and then tell ChatGPT exactly what the answers are to all these questions. Now what you're going to do is you're going to start to even more have better clarity as you move forward in the coming months. Before we go to the next prompt, before I go to anything else, does anybody have any questions? And by the way, lower your hands. That way, if I get new hands, I can address the new hand. So everyone that has their hand up right now, please lower it unless you have a question that pertains to this particular thing. Blessing, was that a current hand or was that an old hand?
That's a current hand.
All right, let's roll.
When you're saying tell ChatGPT the answers to this, are you saying like just go in and answer the questions directly, or
Correct.
Okay, just that
simple. Because here's the thing, and I'm really glad that you said this because this is new. And listen, you guys, the world around us is changing. The industry is changing. Tech tools are changing. AI will help you, not replace you, as long as you leverage it appropriately. So for an example, Blessing, if you told ChatGPT that I speak from a stance of an empathetic person, my business is this, I solve solutions through real estate, I help people through the hardest process of their entire life. Now, when they answer that question and give you a blog post or an example for a video, it's going to be in the tone that you told it to speak and develop for you. Does that make sense?
It does, yes.
Cool. Any other questions?
No, that's good. Thank you.
All right, cool. Appreciate it. So that is project number one. Now, project number two, and I'm going to put all of this in here so you guys have this as well. I'll just copy this and paste it down below. We did this a couple weeks ago, and I just want to say it one more time because it's really important. Act like an experienced business and life coach to engage with me questions to understand my core motivations and aspirations, to achieve comprehensive insights into my ambitions, dreams, ultimate business goals, and lifestyle I envision. Ask me up to 20 questions. Ryan Fong, if you were to write that, do you think it's going to give you some questions that are going to be super introspective to where you are going over the next 10 years?
For sure.
And what it will do, you guys, it will be eye-opening. It's going to tell you some things that you're like, wow, it's going to ask you some really great questions. And what will happen is that you'll ultimately gain more clarity. Like I said, you guys, we're not just working for the deals right now, the grind of today, the grind for this next week. You guys, I want you to literally look so far. When you close your eyes, where are you in 10 years? What does your real estate portfolio look like? Who's in your life? Where have you gone? What have you become? What have you created? Who's on your team? Right? Do you have a team? Do you have an office? What does that office look like? What's the decor like? What's the vibe? Is there music? Is there a swing? Whatever. Idea is, I want you to be clear on the future. So put that in there. That's another one. And then here's the last prompt that I wanted to share with you guys, because we're in the fourth quarter. We're heading into the fourth quarter in less than 30 days. We've been talking a lot about your fourth quarter goals, and I want to ask Vernon in just a minute because him and I went full tilt, him and I and Lisette yesterday, about the fourth quarter plan. Here's what I told ChatGPT to write me. help me write an aggressive marketing and prospecting plan for my real estate sales business for the fourth quarter of 2023. I'd like the plan to feel intense and with accountability. Please provide comprehensive tools, resources, and guides to ensure my success. Okay. So a lot of you are saying, well, what am I actually going to do for the fourth quarter? How many doors am I going to knock? How many videos am I going to create? Based on how many videos I'm going to create, how many people could potentially see my content? How many emails am I going to send out from now to the end of the year? Do I have a newsletter? Okay, well, how many times that newsletter is going to go out? And with an average open rate of what? What's your target? How many conversations are you going to have from now until the end of the year? How many doors, how many families are you going to see? How many spotlight videos, right? And you break this down into a plan. Now, I can help you with the plan. ChatGPT can help you with the plan. There's tons of plans online, but what I want to do is I just want you guys to have a foundation. If this helps you, if another way helps you, I don't care what it is, as long as the outcome is income, right? If I'm quoting Drake, as long as the outcome is income, I want you guys to make sure that you're clear. Define your targets, making sure you have your database. I like some of this stuff like the digital presence doesn't, like content creation, networking in the community, aggressive cold outreach, cold calls, aim at a minimum of 50 calls per day. Use scripts to ensure, but sound natural and accommodating. And let's talk about this for a second. We're just announced Hustlers Lunch for July and August. And check this out. And I was just doing some research this morning. In the month of, and I only know this for the people that tracked, for the month of July, Carlos in 1 month made 600 calls in 1 month. So if Carlos made 600 calls for the entire month, let's just do some simple math here. I'm no mathematician, but Carlos, bro, I want to edify you for a moment. I prepped this, I prepared this. So homie is making on an average 20 phone calls a day. Now, that might not be your thing. And I just want to show you an example of what's possible. Carlos, right now, before I go any further, is it safe to say that you have some level of momentum in your business?
Oh, definitely have some momentum going right now.
All right. So how many active buyers are you currently working with right now?
I have 2 active buyers right now. Like,
cool. And when making all these calls, how are you making the calls? What's your system? What's the action behind it? Are you using a dialer? Are you using Follow Up Boss? Talk to me about the action.
so I'm pulling lists from Property Radar, and then I'm using a dialer, Call Tools.
All right, cool. So walk me through some of these analytics. What are you paying for your dialer every month?
It's $120 a month.
120. And how many leads are you getting? And how many phone numbers are you getting?
So the leads, I started with, I think I did 5,800 leads. I paid about almost close to $1,000 for them.
All right, and then who are those leads?
So
Expireds, FSBOs?
So those leads are like non-owner occupied homes. So I'm working, so the buyers actually came from social media. And I have also about like 2 to 3 sellers that I'm kind of working with that it's I can see it happening, but it's down the line.
So let me ask you this, Carlos, when you think about let's just go 6 months ago, did you have the amount of traction that you have right now?
I did not.
And if you were to say to somebody right now, like, hey, this was my blueprint for my current momentum and my current success, define that for us so we can all hear this, because I've seen it, and if people aren't following you and they don't see you in the office, like define that.
First of all, I think you just have to have the structure, right? You have to figure out what you want to do, be focused, and then get a plan and just stick to it.
Cool. I love this, man. You've gotten over a barrier, and you've gotten over a something that's hard for all of us is creating content, getting yourself on camera. You're in the office constantly. 600 calls in 1 month. I promise you guys, even if he hasn't seen the results just yet, times that by 12. So 600 times 12, that's 7,200 phone calls that he made through the year. Do the math. I don't care if he's converting at a 0.25%. That means that he's going to put himself in a great position to make money. But I don't care if that's part of your plan or not. It was an example. I just wanted to show that to you. So when you guys are thinking about your fourth quarter goals, when you're thinking about where you're heading, what you're doing, when you ask ChatGPT, 2, help you create an aggressive marketing and prospecting plan for your real estate sales business for the fourth quarter of 2023. What does that look like? Well, I'd like it to feel intense. I'd like to have some level of accountability, and I'd like you to provide me comprehensive tools, resources, and guides to ensure my success. I don't know about you guys, but that would at least give me some thoughts. If you don't like some of the stuff that it spits out, tell it to do something different for you, right? I don't like that, so tell it to do something different. But the idea is, you guys, in less than 30 days, if you're not walking into the last quarter of the year saying, I'm here to fuck shit up, move. I got a goal to hit. I got momentum to have in 2024. I might not have had, or I may have had, the year that I've always wanted. Now it's time to elevate, raise the intensity, raise the bar, and push myself to that next level. Because I don't know about you guys. I'm not settling for a life of mediocrity. I'm not going to struggle. I'm not going to go without. I'm not going to tell my kids no. I'm going to be the person that sets the tone for them, for my family, and hopefully for you guys. So these are some prompts that we're going to help you just get your thoughts in alignment. And I have one more. Create an Instagram content outline using the most popular content creators on Instagram in real estate, self-improvement, educational, and entertaining content. Provide me the most effective hooks, content ideas, strategies. My target audience is female between the ages of 30 and 40 years old. My personal style is heartfelt, fun, and energetic, right? So I'm giving you guys some hooks. Don't worry, or some prompts. Don't worry about getting all these and writing all these. By the time we're done with this call, I'll make sure to drop those down in the chat. Now, based on this conversation, does anybody have any thoughts, any insights, any ahas about what they could potentially do or how they're going to use this? Anybody have any thoughts or ideas, insights, contributions? Go ahead and take yourself off mute if you do. All right, let me ask a better question. Do you guys feel that this would be helpful to get you guys focused and alignment and to make sure that you have a solid 2023 Q4?
Absolutely.
Yep. Okay, cool. Awesome. Awesome. Does anybody on the call have a prompt that they've used recently that they would like to share with the rest of the group that spit them out some fire because they told it exactly what to do for them? Does anybody have a prompt that they want to share? All right, cool. If you have a prompt that you want to share, please drop that in the chat below. Vernon, I want to go over to you, big dog. We spent some time yesterday. I wanted to ask you, right now, you and I spoke. You have some clear rocks, revenue goals, profit goals, and you know exactly what's going to happen over the next 3 months. So Vernon, that's action. You put it into place. Tell them what the action looks like for the next 3 months of 2023. Let's go.
Our Q4 goal is 12 closed transactions. And so
wait, it raised 2 from yesterday?
It did.
Okay.
As soon as we got off the phone with you, it raised 2 from yesterday. And we just submitted an offer this morning, so we're on track to knock that down. But and then, Coach, we got 2 offers on the other property, but I'll talk to you about that offline. Okay. Anyway, that's not what the question was. So 12 closed transactions at an average of $600K per transaction. I think that puts me at like 120 or 140, something like that. Of course, as everyone knows on this call, I split everything with my business partner right down the middle. So after everything is paid, we're projecting about 65,000 a piece. So that requires that we have, as a group, at least 6 conversations a day. Right. So when we divide that up amongst the team, she's got to have 3 constructive conversations. I've got to have 3 constructive conversations per day. And of course, as we're building out this team, we're focused on getting in front of the camera as a team, even more so. So over the next quarter, we're at least filming at least 40 videos.
40.
Yeah, it's 40 because it's like 3 a week, 4 a week over 4. A month is 16 times 3 is about 38, 48, something like that.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So those are our specifics. We've got this new system that we use internally called Trello that Coach put me on yesterday. And what that does is it allows us to keep all of our actions and transactions in superior order. so that we have this communication and data keeping mechanism, in addition to follow-up boss, in addition to CSU, that helps us keep our business on track. So those are our rocks to meet those 12 transactions. And we are definitely going to accomplish that.
All right, so walk us through the rocks. So tell us, clearly define what all of your rocks are, who owns the rocks, and rocks, you guys, once again, are the immovables. Those are the most important parts of your business because they support the big goal. So what are the rocks and what are the things that you have to be able to measure, right? And I want that to be clearly defined for everybody. I'm going to give you the mic for a second. I'll be right back, but share with everyone.
Yeah, so, our rocks, I'll start with the measurables. The amount of conversations that we have to have in order to close the amount of transactions that we want. I think a study says that there's 40 conversations per transaction. So we've really got to beef up our conversations. Our measurables are our transactions and the amount of offers that we write to accomplish those transactions, of course. So the rocks are those immovables that we really have to hit as a team. And so what we've done is, so our rocks are the number of doors knocked, okay? The amount of videos that we create. Again, it's about 45, 50. So we are both responsible for that. Our follow-up boss, we've really been taking that to the next level as we're collaborators and on, most of our clients that are in our database, which allows us to cross-communicate and see where we are as it relates to the process in the transaction. What else was it, Coach?
No,
Rob?
that's clear.
Oh.
That's clear. Because here's the thing, you guys, when you think about, well, first and foremost, please raise your hand if you think and if you feel that Vernon and Lizette have clarity on where they're heading for the last 3 months of the year. Is it safe to say that you hear clarity? Now you have to ask yourself, am I that clear? Am I that clear? And you guys, it is not that much work. It's literally one page. And if we're only thinking about the quarter, it's literally one page. It's a small little section, and then you just do that. But then you have to have the discipline, right? The discipline to follow through with the things that you said that you're going to be able to create. Because so many people create plans, right? And they write, oh, I got this plan because it feels good to write a plan. And I know I should because my coach said I should have a plan, and they don't do shit with it. If you don't do shit with your plan, it means, okay, if we're talking psychology, it just means that you're not connected to whatever it is that you wrote. So throw that out, scrap that, and make sure that it's something that's going to pull you over the next couple months, because it's going to be tough. What's going to happen, you guys? We're going to have Christmas season. We're going to have Thanksgiving. We're going to wait till the new year. Check this, you guys. That is going to come. But if you are so committed, no matter what, you're going to find a way. Because listen, I know that you want to wait until the new year, but what do you think is going to happen in January? Right now is a great time. The week before Christmas is a great time. Thanksgiving is a great time, because all the people that are waiting, you're going to be able to get in. So that's coming, you guys. But when you have a clear path, you know exactly where you're going, exactly what you're pulled by. So Vernon, I absolutely love this, and walk everybody through it. What were your total goal, total numbers last year, and then where are you at this year?
I got into the business in May of last year, so my total numbers were 7. We blew by that already. I think we're going to triple what I did last year. And, I'm super excited. If you guys do not have this, you got to get this. And then when you get it, you actually got to use it, like complete it. Because as I was in my one-to-one with Coach yesterday, I looked back at my rocks, or this vision track organizer for Q2. And unbeknownst to me, until we were in the session, man, I hit these fucking numbers, right? Because it was built out. Here it is right here. This is Q2 right here. That says 6/30/23, okay? And followed that to the T, and manifested this. All right. So this shit is real. And
Man, look at Jess. Like, Jess, you look amazing, by the way. I don't know where you're going, but you look all, you know, you look
hey,
sensational.
twin.
So here's the thing, you guys. Like, we were on a call yesterday. We were just brainstorming, strategizing. He's like, well, hold up, coach, hold up. Everything that I said I was going to do in quarter 2, it makes me like truly, truly emotional right now, because that's what I want for you guys. For me, just so you guys know how I operate, when we plan, when we prep, when we prepare, when I do coaching, when we do training, when we do it in person, and then you guys are writing, and then for some reason, there's a disconnect and you don't follow through, you don't show up, you make excuses, and I'll be real with you guys. That stuff impacts me, because I'm like, man, what could I have done better for them? How could I help them more? But when I know that if you just follow that sequence, you guys could have the success that you want, right? This business isn't a fucking riddle. It's rooted in action. It's rooted in discipline. Okay. If I could have the discipline to have consistent actions, then great things are going to come up. Because we just had a session and we just finished this, and I want to share with you guys really quick what some of these results are. Jewel, was that a new hand or was that an old hand? I want to make sure I do not skip over that hand. Jewel Carter going once, Jewel Carter going twice. All right, cool. Maybe it's just an old hand. All right, guys, I want to share this with you because it's really, really important what happens when you, thanks, Jewel, what happens when you simply raise the level of intensity. As you guys know, we just wrapped up a intensity round 2. And here's what's cool about this, and here's what's incredible about this, and here's what's monumental about this, is that in 30 days, this group of people, I think that the final number was 15 or 16 people, they created 330 reels, right? They did over 3,000 doors that they knocked on, 656 one-to-one videos to leads or SOI, and that's simple. What's going on, Blessing? Hey, it's Elias. I saw that you just got back from Greece, and I wanted to say it looked amazing. That blue dress with the white background, man, that was incredible. I love you seeing your best life. Hopefully everything is well. Because when they send those videos, guess what? Blessing's gonna be like, oh my God, that was so sweet. What's Elias up to? Oh shit. Oh, down payment assistance. Oh, he helps buyers. Oh, he helps sellers. He's the person for real estate. You create omnipresence. That's why that 656 is so important. They had 1,645 conversations, had 198 doors or appointments, had over 500 calls recorded in follow-up boss. And here's why this is important. If you guys are not recording your calls through follow-up boss, you guys are doing yourself a disservice. Football just started yesterday. I'm a huge football fan. And here's what happens in the off season. And here's what happens before game day, every Thursday or every Monday or every Sunday. The team watches tape. And what they do is they watch tape to look for patterns, look for cues. They look for the defense, how they're moving, what their schemes are. The ability to watch your own tape is going to help you guys get better. So if you're not recording calls, I don't care if it's 10 calls a week or if it's 100 calls a week, but record your calls and then have some fucking humility and sit there, listen to the calls with me, with an accountability person, like, oh my God, I hate the sound of this, but let's just go. You have a body of work that you now can dive into, you can dissect, you can count the ums, the ahs, the pauses. Did I ask for an appointment? Did I actually go for the close? Did I leave the loop open? Did I close the loop? How was my message to market? How did I address the concern of, oh, we're going to wait until a couple months? Did I just say, okay, cool, I'll put you on a drip. Carlos, call me in a couple months. How weak was I? How strong was I? How much intent did I have on the calls? That right there, you guys, recording your calls should be a non-negotiable. Non-negotiable. And I don't want to go on a rant. They previewed 578 homes. The power of knowing the inventory, knowing design aesthetics, what's on the market, what's the flow, how are they putting the home together, what is the feng shui of these homes, right? Like what's trending right now? What are the color patterns for outside of the homes, right? All these things, you guys. And then that actually number was different. That was 5 ratified contracts. That happened in 30 days. 30 days. Right? And there was nothing on there that was super trivial. It was simple. do these actions, do them every day, record them, have your accountability person, hold yourself accountable to these things, and let's go. And that's what happened. Great things happen. Powerful things happen. So, guys, I wanted to implore you, I want to push you, and I want to encourage you to say you can change your business in 30 days. Now, for the people that did not get into contract, it's okay, because now everyone, and Vernon, I'm dropping a video today, hopefully it's done, some of their testimonials from Intensity, but everyone on that call has momentum. So you guys, whether or not you're in an accountability group or not, you guys have the ability to raise your own intensity. So let's do this, you guys. I want to turn the mic over to you. We have a good 12 minutes. I want to go to you guys. I want to ask you guys the age-old question, action. What have you done in the last week or 2 weeks to take massive action in your business, and what's been some of the results? Did you create your newsletter? Did you create your first lead magnet? Or did you create your sales funnel? Do you have a guide that you're pushing out to consumers? Do you have a new whatever? Let's hear. You guys get yourself on camera, get your hands up. Let's go, Jess. Bling. I don't know where you're going, but the imagery right now is blinging, like something's shining and it's like blinging on. Yeah, like, are you wearing sequins? Okay, that's I was like, she has her own bling filter on. I love it.
Sequins or glitter.
Okay, all right, let's go, Jess. Talk to me about action. Share with the group.
So something really exciting that I was listening to you talking about intensity, and I told you that like I've been going through this whole like refocus in my business and really like honing in on social media, not just posting videos, but like actually engaging and sending video messages and so on and so forth. And I'm really proud because I've elevated the dialogue to attract this clientele that I'm interested in. But I actually was really excited because I finally posted this listing packet that is in, it's 4 different sections. I've been working on that shit for, y'all don't want to fucking know how long. And one day I was just like, you know what? Better done than perfect. And I had a couple of meetings where I printed it out, and every time I go through it, I keep it for myself. I haven't had the courage to leave it behind just yet because I know that there's errors, but every time I go through it, I'm like correcting it. And so anyways, I posted it in my stories yesterday to just show people, because also, sidebar, from Play Bigger, I forgot who it was, but they said they bring cakes every time that they go to appointments. And so what I've been doing with every appointment that I go to with those pink boxes you and I came up with, Elias, I'm bringing a gift to my first buyer meeting or bringing a gift to my first seller meeting. So fast forward, I posted a video of me putting one together yesterday, and it included that packet. And there were a couple typos in there where people caught them. And in the past, I'd be like, oh, fuck, because we're trying to be perfect. And I'm like, nah, it's real good. Thank you so much for catching that. Let me go correct that now. So all that to say, I've really been pushing myself and staying committed to my social media stuff. And I've been creating videos around seller guides and buyer guides and sending out those video messages, and like shit is lit. I'm so excited and I'm so proud, and I'm going to make mistakes, but it's okay. I'm a human being and I got goals to hit, and goals don't get hit if you're scared and timid, and don't send your shit out. Okay.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I love this. And Jess, where are you heading today? Is this just normal attire, or are you going to a special event? Because you are blinged out today, girl.
I'm usually, I mean, y'all don't see me like all the time. I'm usually wearing sequins, but today I'm going to content shooting day. I don't know if anyone has mentioned anything about it, so I'm not going to say anything, but it's a content day.
Awesome. Here's the thing, you guys, when you think about what Jess is doing, I heard this from a top listing agent in the market, where they purposely put in typos in their listing presentation or what they send in their marketing. And the reason why they do this is that when they're sitting with a serious seller at the home, the seller is going to say, oh, hey, I noticed that this was, you know what, Tom, I'm really, really glad you caught that. I actually do that on purpose. I want to see how much you guys care about the details. So it leads me to believe that the details are super important to you. Wonderful. Let me share with you the detailed process that I take all of my sellers through. They actually do it on purpose. I thought it was a really, really cool approach. So nonetheless, my message that I take from you, Jess, is like, it didn't have to be perfect. She just did it. She just got it out. and look at the results that she's getting from it. So absolutely, absolutely love this. Let's go back to this prompt really quick, you guys. When I was just reading this while Jess was speaking, it said here, in the lead generation section, all right, and please make sure I put this in there for you before we head out. It says lead magnets. Offer free home valuations or market trend reports in exchange for potential clients' contact information, right? What's up, you guys? Hey, it's Vernon. I just created this new thing. It answers this, and you guys get that. Make sure to DM me this, and I'll give you guys that. So hopefully you guys find that valuable and be on the lookout for more guides, more how-tos, more what to do if you're a seller right now. You guys, that is a way for you to get organic business. You're going to hear lead funnels, lead magnets. You're going to hear about your flow over and over and over again until it just becomes something that you're now diving into. You guys, I've been spending copious amounts of hours reading, diving in, learning, listening, funnels. I might go to the ClickFunnels event out in Orlando because I know that that's the barrier of entry that we're creating for consumers is something free. And now they have something that they like. Now they trust you. Now they'll be more likely to use you to help them buy a house or sell a house in the future. Sophia, let's go to you. Let's go to you. Good to see you. Thanks for being on. What's your contribution?
Yeah, I wanted to share something that I implemented recently that's had really great results. So starting last month, I created a newsletter for my dad and I and included all of his past clients and, everybody that I have in my database as well as his. And so far, we've had 2 of his past clients reach out to him and kind of inquire about the market and, set up times to chat. So that was really exciting. And it's been 2 months. So hopefully it just grows from here.
Beautiful. And so did you build on MailChimp or are you using Constant Contact? What did you build the newsletter on?
Yeah, I built it on MailChimp. I requested a template and then kind of made it my own. Included like all of our recent transactions, pending solds, and then just listeds and market information. I included Patty's newsletter. I included the Ryan Lundquist's blog. So every month I update, and then I include like a still of one of our pieces of content, whether it's like extracurricular, like food related, or if it's market related, something that I could just click right on and then it'll redirect straight to our Instagram. And then I include local Sacramento events. So yeah.
So dope. So let me ask you this, Sophia. Is there an opportunity for you to really, really dive into the years and years of database for your pops? Right? Is there an opportunity?
Definitely. I've started calling them and like kind of introducing us as a team. So yeah, there's a lot of opportunity. It's kind of just a matter of organizing it because there's just like people everywhere. So that's like kind of a lot of the back end that I'm working on, like for my dad.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a quick question, Sophia. Do you guys actively use Real Scout?
Yeah, heavily.
All right. Okay, don't tell everybody this. Shh. We have a new tool coming out that is a home valuation tool through Real Scout that, now this is from Real Scout, okay, it's not from me, it will be better than HomeBot. So a project, as soon as this rolls out, and you don't have to pay for it because it's already a part of what we pay for you guys. So here's the cool thing about it is that now you take every single consumer that you and your dad have built over the last, 15 years that your pops has been in the game. And now everyone has this new tool. It's a reach out tool. It's an opportunity for you to call them. You put them on this new, home valuation tool. And then also what I would encourage, and I will support 100%, let's throw a party for them in Sacramento. Let's do a client appreciation party. Let's have some music. Let's have some food. Let's have a DJ. Let's just go out there and have some fun. And then when all those clients are there, hey guys, could you say one thing great about us or my dad or working with him? And then get them in the studio and then create this compilation reel of all these people and all these faces, all their different walks of life. And now you got a great piece of content that you guys can use forever. That's
awesome. That's awesome.
It's the season. It's the season that we're in right now. Like I want to share some love with you guys. I want to bring you guys in. We've got a new office. Come in. We're going to break bread. We're going to have music. We're going to have fun. We'll have a jumper in the parking lot. I don't care what you guys do. Just go off. All right, but Sophia, love how you show up and you've just taken this partnership so serious. What Sophia doesn't do is she doesn't rest on laurels, meaning that she doesn't rest on the success of her father. She's out there earning it. She's, I'm going to elevate and take this shit to the next level, and I'm going to pave my own way. That's what I love about you, Sophia. So really, really great job. Anything else you want to share?
No, thank you though.
Awesome. Awesome. Anybody else have anything that they want to share from an action standpoint that they've launched in the last couple of weeks that you're super proud of, or something that you feel can help someone else? Ashley, let's hear from you.
Hey, good morning. So I used your All Rights video writer thing where you go in, you download the video and you make a newsletter.
Yeah.
And I contacted our internal marketing we have Total Expert, and they can launch our newsletter for us. So I've got it on the calendar. It's not launched yet, but I was so impressed with how it took a video. I did like a Wednesday tutorial for new agents on one of your guys' calls, and I just got the copy from the person who had it, and then I downloaded that on there. It made me sound so smart.
You already sound smart.
No, but like the way that it writes, it took what I said, but it was like a professional editor. It took everything and just drilled it down and took the facts out and made it come off in like a tone that you would want to read it. It was really engaging. I love it. So I'm going to do that with probably 6 or 7 more, and then just put it on autopilot and launch the newsletter in the next 2 weeks. So especially, I didn't catch her name, the last person that was just on.
Sophia.
After she said everything, all the success, and having 2 people reach out, that just makes me even more excited to get this going. So thank you for bringing that up. I highly recommend. It's like $10 a month. It's super cheap. Highly recommend everybody does that. It's awesome.
God, I love this. So check this out, you guys. 86 consumers, when asked on a survey in the United States of America that had purchased a home, said that they would use their original real estate professional that helped them with the purchase of the home. Now, there was another side of that. How many of them actually used their real estate professional that helped them the first time, the second time around? You want to know what that number was? It was right around 12%. 12% of people actually use their real estate professional on their second purchase. Why? Because they forget that you're in the game. Oh shit, I should have called Jewel. I should have called Ashley. I should have called Jessica. It's because we are not treating that same person. Remember what we did to get the consumer, what we did to work the lead. We put in our database. We're calling all the time. Tom, I got this opportunity. Tom, I got this opportunity. Tom, I got this opportunity. We finally got in the contract. We delivered something. Are we doing that same level of intense follow-up for life? For life. That's how we win. That's how we change that number. That number, that 12%, should be in the 40s, 50s, 60%, in my opinion. But the tool that Ashley was just mentioning, it's allright.ai. I'll give you one here. I put in here. It was just a video. I put a video. It's you guys talking, and it broke it all down and included some sources. And master your week with a success-driven checklist. Are you ready to take control of your week and make it a successful one? In this article, we will discuss a powerful checklist that will help you stay focused, productive, motivated throughout the week. Whether you work from home or in the office, this checklist can be tailored to fit your needs and ensure that you are making progress towards your goals. So let's dive in and master our week. Fuck, I didn't know I sounded that cool. Like, right? They took my video that we did here, and then they made a dope article. So once again, the power of your content. You made a cool video about interest rates, about the market, about Flannery and Associates buying the land in Solano County, whatever it is. You take that video, you throw it in there, and now they create this article. Hey guys, I want to get you on my newsletter, right? I want to put this in the newsletter. You guys, it's just powerful and powerful, powerful stuff. Instead of you trying to go and write all that, or hiring somebody from Fiverr and spending more money that you don't have, it's all done for you. So Ashley, really, really good stuff. So let's do this, you guys. I want to come full circle, go around the room, get some key takeaways from people on the call today. Will Dangler, good to see you, bro. It's nice to have you back. My man, thoughts, contributions, and takeaways from our time together today.
Well, I mean, personally for me, you know, and it sucks to say this, but, you know, I have a pretty strong plan every year that I'm operating. And the massive focus on Tahoe did not lead to the yield and conversions that I hoped for. I had to adjust to a completely different market. I thought it was a, superhuman move. It wound up being the toughest year that I've had in real estate. So I had to really decide, what was best for me. I had to evaluate certain moves, and what I've come to is a complete rinsing. Like, I'm going to baptize my business is the way that I'm looking at it. And take things to a different level. I'm going to focus on coming down the hill with my marketing programs, implementing some of the stuff that we talked about on this call. And, you take someone like Vernon, and, I have to really say that, out of everybody in the real estate game that I have watched or paid attention to, it's Vernon that has really given me some inspiration, especially being less than a year. There's no reason that someone with 15, 16 years in the business isn't making enough money to get by, or having tough times. Well, bills are a little higher than some people because I'm behind on flips and builds, and in the hole a little bit from pulling out of the pandemic. So what is the retooling that is going to make massive fucking change in that? And really, it comes down to personal accountability. I've had a really, really brutal summer. There was a lot of family shit that happened, and this is about pulling myself up on my bootstraps, getting my mind, body, and spirit back in tune, which I think you guys probably know I've been out of tune a bit this summer. But shit is behind. My body is healed from a couple of bad accidents in the, in Achilles and my SC break that occurred. And I'm healthy. I'm lifting and meditating and doing my thing. And I'm retooling my business plan. And I'm super thankful for everybody sharing today. I'm going to integrate a lot of this stuff into my plan. And I'm coming down the hill for 7th grade. So we're going to wrap 6th grade up here. But what I'm going to do in that meantime, since I know this market is different, I've showed no less than probably 100 homes in Tahoe over the last 12 months, and maybe 10 converted. That doesn't work for me. It's a different market. A second home market, they may say they write an offer and they're canceling on their $1.5 million deal fucking days from escrow. You know how bad that 35 grand is needed. And I'm ripping my hair out literally, and I say that with all jest, Elias, but it's time.
I really appreciate, obviously the vulnerability and you sharing, but let's honor some things that have happened in this past year. Some of you are in markets that you understand, you've lived in, your kids go to school in, you're immersed in the environment that you were very comfortable with. Will goes to an environment where the Tahoe lifestyle is vastly different than anywhere else. And I know firsthand because I lived there for 11 years. But despite living in a new market, he still has closed 9 homes in Tahoe, in the basin, and he has 2 in escrow right now. So he's closed 17. He has 3 in escrow right now. So even despite a year that he doesn't really think that it was his best year, and I love that because he's a champion, still in a changing market, in a shifting market, in a new market, through the worst fucking storm of the year, still able to produce 20 deals in what he believes to be an off year. So my man, congratulations on everything that you've been able to create despite. Now I'm looking for you. Now I'm looking at you and saying, dude, I can't wait for you to take that shit to the next level. And I'm here for this, bro. And you got
I really appreciate it. We're going to, I think 7th grade is going to be in Nevada City, halfway between the Sacramento market that I still serve and Tahoe. There's no snow down there. It allows me to focus on country properties and development. And it's time to get back to who the fuck I am, and make some smarter moves for my business. So thank you, everybody. I appreciate your time this morning, as always.
Appreciate you, Will. Hey, man, the bald hair is fitting you good now. Let's end with JJ. JJ, key takeaways from our time together, big dog. Let's hear from you.
I just 2 things. Number one, my oldest brother passed away from cancer this week. And he was inspiration to me because he truly did whatever he wanted to do all the time. Literally, he would switch gears, and then people would say, "But you were doing this last week," and be like, "Yeah, so what?" So I'm not, telling you guys for pity or anything. Just it reminded me of how much you have to stop worrying about the anchors that you had or that you carry. A lot of real estate people think that the rest of the world is in as deep as we are in the conversations, and they're really not. So instead of worrying about what the interest rate is and how bad, quote unquote, the market is, just forget about what you were doing and start fresh. What was working is no longer working. So stop mourning something that you can't replace. The last thing is there's a dude named Jocko Willink. There's a YouTube video. Just put in Jocko Willink, good. Amazing. I mean, that video is awesome. Basically, he says whatever happens, it's good. Now you have an opportunity to correct. If something didn't come through, you lost an escrow in the last minute, good. Figure out how you can do it better now. But it's an awesome video. It takes like 2 minutes to watch. It'll come up right away. And if anybody's concerned about the shifting market or the lack of inventory or whatever it is, put that in every morning. It'll help you out.
Wow. Well, JJ, I think that I can speak on everyone's behalf here. Our condolences to you, to your family, but it sounds like your brother lived a life by design, a life that he wanted, and a life that lit up his spirit. And so our condolences. If you need anything from us or from the team, let us know. Also, to leave as a reminder, my lady had another loss, and she's had quite a few losses over the last few months. Call somebody today. Just call somebody to check on them. Just call somebody to see, hey, how you doing? Actually, how are you really doing, right? Want to grab some coffee, you want to hang out some time, make a call today, stoke somebody out, put a smile on their face. But you guys, thank you for such an amazing session today. I'm always searching, I'm always reading, I'm always researching, I'm always trying to find ways to improve and get better for you guys. So I'm humble as well. If there's anything that you need, other stuff you want to cover, go deeper on, just hit me up on the side and let me know. But as always, you guys, keep it moving towards your dreams, goals, and vision, and have an amazing, amazing weekend. Peace.
Peace.